Tanner Baker, you can't catch him. Touchdown, Oneonta.
It's 58 playoff wins.
Fakes the quick toss, got guys wide open deep down the left side. 20, 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Forget about it. Trevor Smith, 56 yards.
It's 19 region titles.
They've got a man open deep. Jaden Kent, there he is. Jaden Kent inside the 5, all the way. Touchdown, Oneonta.
It's 5 state titles.
Foul, good snap. Fakes the toss out there on the left side. Now he's going to keep it. He's loose. 45 outside the 40, 35, 30 down the sideline. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Look back, no flags. 50 yards for Cole Powell.
At some places, they play football. At Oneonta, we live it.
Welcome back in. That was your J&M Pharmacy pre-game show as we get ready for kickoff. Oneonta, Asheville, week number 4, where it's homecoming tonight for the Bulldogs. As this is a business trip. This is a business trip for the Redskins. They want to get in, they want to get out, and they saw what Asheville said. And I think it's kind of ticked them off a little bit. Yeah. And I know that the defense is ready, especially that offensive line. I mentioned it during pregame the whole time. They're ready to lay the wood.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be a good one to see how they I think they're still fired up over that win last week, and just want to keep rolling along. They kind of saw what they were capable of when they put the whole game together of all facets, and this one could get pretty exciting here shortly. Yeah, and for Asheville, Barry Simmons' second year, getting things headed. It's definitely heading in the right direction with the program. There's no doubt about that. When your program is kind of bare, I hate to use that word with this, but when it's kind of bare, it takes a little while to get it going, and we have seen the progress though. And Coach Phillips is really high on their quarterback at Asheville with Nathan Phillips, Luke Harris. We're going to see a lot of them guys. We're going to see a lot of screens tonight from Asheville. We may see some extra wrinkles from Phil Phillips tonight, especially on offense. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. See what he's kind of opened it up, and with Moon getting back and taking some of that pressure off David Hall running the ball, and of course Pinion last week ran the ball more than he has all year in one game. For a white boy, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not too bad. Eric Vargas will kick from our left to our right. Back for the Bulldogs, you'll have number 13, Derek Walker, the 6'1", 170 senior, and number 5, Luke Harris, the 5'8", 165 junior. Vargas, the senior. You know what Vargas' #1 goal this year is? Score a touchdown. Oh, really? The kicker wants a touchdown. Maybe one day. Vargas will kick from our left to right. We're ready. Oneonta fans, they are all standing. And they are fired up as Oneonta on the road unis. The opening kick, it's a short directional kick that will take a bounce at the 20 right to number 5, Luke Harris. And he is going to be taken down pretty quickly inside that 20-yard line. There on the tackle was the sophomore, Will Robertson, the more athletic of the Robertson older siblings between him and Savannah. Out comes the quarterback. It'll be Nathan Phillips. He'll be the quarterback, the senior, for the Bulldogs. Take that back, excuse me, it's actually Kevin Harris. Correction, that Kevin Harris is your quarterback for Asheville. They're running a little bit of wing tee. They're going to see some screens. You'll see drop back passing. They kind of spread that offense. It's kind of wide open for them. And they'll start out with 3 receivers to the bottom. They're going to spread out this Oneonta defense on first down. Inside about the 17-yard line. They're going to flip it off this side as they try to get containment. They lose containment to number 13. He's finally taken down by Andrew McAlpine as number 13, Derek Walker. That may be what Asheville tries to do tonight, is they're going to try to go sideline to sideline with some of that speed they have. Yeah, a little bit of a jet sweep type situation there. Just a little toss out there to him for the pass. But, big game there on first down. That's something that was good blocking out there on the end. I did notice that. Yeah. So they did a good job, those receivers, get out there on the corner. If there was a weak side of that offensive line, it's going to be the right side of it. Oneonta, JD feels like they can attack it. Here comes David Hall, who came in out the outside linebacker position. He picks up 2 yards, the running back does, but David there to bring him down pretty quickly. David, off to a pretty decent start offensively. Defensively, somewhat of a slow start, but it's only because there's 2 other great linebackers. Right, yeah. He's kind of
he's doing his job, though. That's what these guys need to not get caught up too much in the individual stuff because they all got their job to do. They're doing a fine job at it.
Harris will roll out to his right, looking. He'll finally get rid of it. It'll be caught across the 50 up to the 45-40 down the sideline. Caven Hill finally brings him down. And there was somebody lost containment right there because number 2, Austin Kennedy, Adrian Hernandez was wide open there about the first down line.
Well, something funny got going on when you got Caven Hill 20 yards down the field. Not really sure what they had cooking there.
Yeah. They've got an extra linebacker. Oneonta's going with 3 down linemen this week. Usually we see 4 down linemen. Yeah. It's 3 this time. Crittner, Kesey, and Mr. Beck at the right ends. Walker comes in motion to join Harris. They will hand it off to him, who comes back this way. But, Crittner, I believe. Caden Crittner, the sophomore, is there to make the tackle after he picked up a yard right there.
Yeah, Caden Crittner had a big week last week. Big sophomore, like you said, kind of starting to come into his own a little bit. He's playing all year, but last week, for whatever reason, we really saw him out there getting into some action. He's just going to keep getting. He's a big boy, getting bigger.
2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line in Oneonta territory. Asheville's had no problems going right down the field against this Oneonta tough defense. It'll be 2nd and 9. At the 23, running back to the right. Harris back to pass. Harris will take a shot up to the end zone. It will be incomplete. Andrew McAlpine, the senior, great coverage. He actually threw it right to Andrew McAlpine.
Yeah, I thought the big receiver's probably got 6-8 inches on McAlpine, but the ball underthrown just a little bit and unable to get up with that jump ball.
That's their go-to receiver at 6'1", 170, and Derek Walker. J.D. White said yesterday, They throw it around 40 times. Wouldn't be surprised if they did. 9:54 left. First drive for the Bulldogs here on homecoming night for them. It'll be 3rd and 9, their first 3rd down attempt of the night with 4 wide receivers. Harris will roll out. Here comes Bo. Bo missed him, but Bo got back to him, but it was Kesey who actually got a hand and slowed him down. It'll be 4th down after a loss and a sack of about 5 right there, and that Oneonta defense stepped up.
Yeah, that's a good job there, Mitchell. Ragsdale back there both. Just not a whole lot of time once he got back in the pocket.
So decision time, and Asheville a little bit out of their comfort zone for the field goal. Ball's at the 28-yard line. They're going to go for it on 4th and 14 with 9:15 left. 5 wide receivers for the quarterback and Kevin Harris. Back to pass. Here they come. They're trying to bring him down. He escapes the pressure, rolls back this way. David's in his face. He finally gets rid of it. That one, I believe, hit the ground. And they're going to say
it definitely hit the ground.
Did hit the ground. So it's a turnover on downs, and Oneonta defense stands tall as J.D. White has said, all right, so linebackers, go get them.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go after it. They did a good job. Coverage pretty good. It was just a bad throw, and he wasn't able to reel it in. So good stand, bent, but didn't break. Pretty good field position.
Quarterback Brody Pinion makes his way out. David Hall, the running back on the first series. We'll see Colin on the second series. McAlpine, the receiver this side, as they got a couple of extra linemen in there. They will hand off to David, looking for a lane. Cuts back middle of the field. Still going. He is so tough to bring down as he gets up to the 36-yard line. He gave him about 8 right there on the first down run from David Hall.
It's good run. Good block in there, but then he made a little bit more out of it once he got into traffic.
Brody Pinion goes out. We're not going to see the backup in, as they're going to go Wildcat for the first time this year. We kind of saw it in practice yesterday and earlier in the week. Colin Moon is right behind the center. He'll split out. David will take it. Fakes it. He'll keep it. David stiffs arm, and that didn't work as the Asheville defense stayed home right there and took care of business.
Yeah, absolutely. That was not the way it was drawn up, I don't believe. But, got to try it.
So that'll bring up 3rd, and it's somewhat manageable at about 4 yards left. They got to get up to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. 8:03 left. First drive for the Skins. It'll be their first 3rd down attempt of the night, and to be honest with you, they have been awful at 3rd down conversions this year. They'll hand it off. David right up the middle. Got by the first line of defense, and he'll pick up that first down. They'll move the chains. It is a Woodman Life first down, brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. And an injured Bulldog coming off. It's going to be number 58, Blake Jones, the freshman. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah. What happened to him? That was a good block in there, just enough. You're not going to break away for one, but that was a good play, good solid first down.
4 wide receivers. No Eli Buse. He's out this week. Should be back next week. Bo Ragsdale's in his place. He's a slot receiver to the right.
I like that. I like him out there with the ball.
They will hand off. Nope, Brody keeps it himself. Gets by the first guy, cuts back up, picks up 2 yards still. So for Brody Pinion, who in a lot of people's eyes not athletic, but I think he's got just enough to get something done, picks up 2.
Yeah, I think he's plenty athletic. I mean, he's not the running type quarterback. Running is not going to be his first instinct, but it's not mine either.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to do other things. But he's been pretty effective the last couple of weeks doing so.
Yeah. 6:45 left, second and 8. Ball's right at that 40-yard line in their own territory. Hodge has a blocker this way. That will hand off to David right up the middle of that Bulldog defense. Breaks it out to the left side. David's got some room. He's down the sideline, cuts back. David to the house. He could be gone. He is. Put 6 on the board. His 6th touchdown of the season with no flags. He goes in from 60 yards out. Touchdown, Oneonta.
That was nice. He got out there on the outside and got through a little contact, but then the guys that were there close by were just unable to catch him, and he was gone 60 yards.
David last week, 3 touchdowns, nominated for the Birmingham Player of the Week. I think he wants to be nominated again, it seems like. Vargas will kick. What a drive for Oneonta. A little bit methodical to begin with, but they opened it up right there with David gone. Pinion will hold. Snap, a little bit low. It's a bad snap, and Asheville will finally pick it up, but they cannot return it, unfortunately, in high school. I'm surprised they didn't blow it dead.
The extra point
That's
is no good.
PAT no good. So 6-0. Bulldogs lead with 6:24 left. You're listening to Oneonta football here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Quarter, it's Oneonta 6, Asheville 0.
Welcome back in. Skins lead 6-0. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap will come right after this kick from Eric Vargas for Oneonta. From our left to right, Vargas' kick's going to go back to the end zone. What a kick from Vargas. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
That was a 6-play, 60-yard drive, capped off by that 60-yard scamper by David Hall. The point after failed. Oneonta leads 6-0 with 6:24 to play.
Well, the first drive for Asheville, Jeremy, they moved it right down the field. They got it to about, the 25-yard line, we'll say. And the defense finally stepped up and rushed the quarterback a couple times, got some pressure.
6:24 remaining in the opening quarter. Official timeout.
We have a
heat
timeout. We're going to keep it here with 6:24 left. We'll keep it here as Oneonta leads 6-0. And their first drive ended in that 60-yard touchdown run. This David Hall's 6th of the year, so they lead it 6-0. Next week, Jeremy, it's I don't want to look ahead, but it's one of those games that you just circle on the schedule. It's the biggest rivalry in Blount County. It's Oneonta. It's Susan Moore. It's going to be at Susan Moore this year. They're going to be missing one of their players who was hurt last week with a lower leg injury, an awful injury you hate to see to one of their key playmakers. It's going to be a huge game, though, next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. This is, both of these going to hopefully get through tonight without too many problems, and then be ready to play each other last week. It's like next week. If anything like last year, and I think the intensity will be there because if anything, Susan Moore is going to be fired up because they look to be 5-0 going into next week. Oneonta would hopefully be only one loss behind at 4-1, so that's a big middle of the year matchup there.
Bama with a huge game tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
It's hard to believe though. Next week we're already going to be in week 6.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Something like that. 5 of high school.
5 of, yeah, right.
Halfway through the high school football season. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line for the Dogs. Harris will keep it himself, and he's not going to get much because the Duke was right there, and he only gave up half a yard as Luke Hodge, sophomore, made the tackle. Luke, he's one of those guys, he's super quiet.
205-531-1300.
Welcome back in. It'll be 4th down for Oneonta. They'll have to punt as we begin the second quarter up 6-0. Bo Ragsdale is back, and Bo had one last week, 59 yards. He got a hold of one. I'll take one right here. There's the punt. And over in. Walker comes up, calls fair catch, and it will be at the 43-yard line, and Asheville takes over. And so far, it's kind of been, besides the one huge drive for Oneonta with a 60-yard touchdown run, it's kind of been a slow, quiet game.
That's one of those nights. I think emotionally last week took a lot out of the Redskins, or it seems like it has, but I don't know. It's a long week. They seem a little, just to be honest, they seem a little flat. And it may be just, the officials are having a little bit to do with that. They've called several penalties tonight. It's just an odd place to play for them on the road. But you're going to have to get it together.
I know this. They're not looking ahead. I asked several players at Pepper. I said, are you looking ahead? Oh, no. We want to destroy every team we play.
Yeah.
Harris will hand off to one of the new running backs in there, and Hernandez, and he is taken down by Luke Hodge. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he could get.
Yeah, well, that play right there looked like they were definitely ready to play, getting after it.
So seconds, and they'll actually say he lost half of a yard.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
11:27 left. Here in the second quarter, Harris back to pass, and a flag on the play. Probably a legal procedure, it is. They're going to throw the flag, throw it both ways.
Before the snap.
And they will back it up 5 yards. Harris, the quarterback against White Plains, 3 interceptions. I think against Jacksonville, he threw at least 1, maybe 2 interceptions against them. They had a kind of a defensive matchup against Springville. I think that final was like 10-7 maybe. It was low scoring. And they took care of business against Raglan.
Well, Asheville's got some bright spots. Offensively, they got some guys that can make some plays. The quarterback and receiver relationships look pretty good. Offensive line may just need a little work, but otherwise they're a few steps away from having a pretty good offense.
Harris, that one picked off. Will Robertson will gone to the house. The sophomore pick 6, put it on the board, 39 yards. Excuse me, that would be 44 yards. 44-yard pick 6, Will Robertson. I've been waiting on a interception this year. And Will read it like a book.
Nice right there. Whew. Just talking about Will earlier and how impressive he is and the potential he has. So great job there.
So Oneonta now on top, 12-0. They will kick the extra points. Vargas, let's see if we get a little bit better snap and a little bit better hold right here. Vargas is ready. Snap, better. Hold, kick. That one is good. 13-0. The Skins lead over the Bulldogs here at Ken Logan Stadium. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio and Network.
Disney World, Disneyland, Universal.
Welcome back in. The Skins. Quick drive. We'll give you that Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap. Actually, go on and give it to me.
That was one play, 44 yards. Will Robertson with a pick 6. The point after was good, and Oneonta leads 13-0 with 10:54 to play in the second.
Vargas will kick from our right to our left this time, and he just boomed another one, and that one will roll into the end zone. 2 touchbacks tonight and a little bit of extracurricular activity. Yeah, it's all right. They just patted each other like they're brothers, as it will be a touchback. Thing is, you don't want to mess with the sheriff's son.
No.
Colin Noon. Colin spoke at the pep rally as one of the captains tonight. He spoke at pep rally, and Colin's got some energy to him. You would think he's a quiet kid. He's not.
First and 10 Bulldogs from the 20-yard line.
He's just like his dad. Politician. Nah, he got the crowd going. And, you had WQSB was there, Team of the Week for Oneonta. Had a chance to talk to Jeff Allen. I said, Jeff, were you surprised by last week? He goes,
He said, yeah, a little bit.
Not much. By the score, yes. By Oneonta winning, maybe not. Harris will hand off to the other Harris. Here comes a couple of Skins, and they finally take him out.
as little old Caven Hill was the one that finally got a hold of him. And he picked up to about the 21-yard line. Excuse me, 26-yard line. Yeah. Picked up 6 on the run right there. They've had good success getting it out beyond the tackles. Anything middle of the tackles? No.
Play picks up 6, second down and 4.
10:45 left here in the second quarter, up 13-0. Here they come with some pressure. They'll run that draw, and he'll have that first down. It's a Woodman Life first down for number 6, Nathan Phillips, the 5'7", 175 senior, as they move the change right there. They brought the house, and it was just enough of a lane for Phillips. Or excuse me, Phillips.
The football goes to the 31, picking up a Bulldog first down.
Good crowd here for Asheville homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Oneonta's got the bleachers packed on their side.
And along the fence as well. 3-man front, they'll hand off, counter back to the other side, and Harris, the running back, ran straight into the loving arms of Bo Ragsdale. Congratulations to Bo Ragsdale, was the Minuteman Award winner from the Army National Guard this past week by WQSB.
Okay.
They surprised him with that award today. He didn't know about it. His parents didn't know about it. I think the only one that knew was Phil Phillips.
Second down and 8.
Second and 8 at the 33-yard line. Harris to the other side of Harris. 9:44 left. Ball on the ground. They'll fall back on top of it, and Mitchell and Hodge go back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Oneonta's starting to bring that pressure a little bit more. They're wanting him to throw it a little bit more. Asheville not biting. They're wanting to run it.
Both teams definitely settled in now. The first couple drives, you're kind of seem a little unsettled, but they're definitely starting to settle in and doing what they're wanting to do. Both teams, and Oneonta's starting to win that battle a little bit.
Just like last week. First drive, Rogues went right down the field. After that, Willie shut them down. 3rd and 10. Bulldogs at their own 31-yard line. Harris back to pass. A lot of pressure right at the middle. He'll roll out this way, looking to fire it. Gets it complete. He's got that first down. Breaks a tackle. Still going down the sideline, and finally dragged down across the 40 into Oneonta territory. It's a big Woodman Life first down. They once again lost containment on number 12, Adrian Hernandez.
Yeah, big play there. Just quarterback came out, and some of the coverage, secondary had to come up and take him, and then when he did that, they left a wide open receiver.
He's been the only productive receiver for them. Now ball at the Oneonta 39 and a false start. I don't know who you want to call that on.
It's the center.
What position did you?
Center.
It's a false start against the Bulldogs.
I thought centers didn't mess up.
Some of us don't.
Oh, me. We'll back that one up to the 44-yard line. Up 13-0 with 8:42 left. My cousin's behind me. And J.D. Whitehead's out at the numbers, wanting to have a conversation. We'll take it with him. It's a sharp one. Investigations timeout. Thanks to J.D. Whitehead, who calls it. Up 13-0. We're right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Engraving, more than just a trophy shop.
Welcome back in. Team One Toyota broadcast booth. This game brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. They are grateful for the ones who made that possible for them, and we thank them for all that they do for the Oneonta City Schools. It'll be 1st and 15 with 8:35 left. Oneonta's on top, 13-0, thanks to a David Hall touchdown and an interception by Will Robertson, and the linebackers right there in the defensive line, Luke Hodge and Andrew Beck, were the ones that brought it down on that quick screen. He only picked up maybe 3 inches.
Yeah, that was a bit of a busted play. It could have been a lot worse for Asheville. They weren't, these two receivers on this side were not even looking when the ball was snapped. They would have completed one formidable game.
And I'm not bashing the players. I'm going to blame that on the assistant coach, Nick Wilson, who's
talking to him the whole time.
He's technically the wide receiver coach for Asheville, a good buddy of mine. So second and long on 15. Harris gets it this side. The ball on the ground. I think Asheville still got it back. They did. Ooh. Asheville got lucky right there.
Loose football. Luke will cover it himself.
So we picked up 3 on the run. And who's the one that got that one loose? I'm not sure.
I wasn't sure. That was a ball right on a helmet right on the ball. Popped that out.
3rd and long. 2 for 4 tonight for Asheville on 3rd down.
11.
And I kind of feel like it's 2-down territory for Asheville, even if they don't get it on this one, that they may go for it. 3rd and 13. Need to get up to the 29-yard line. 3 receivers to the top, and I think a timeout. It is. It's a sharp one. Investigations timeout with 7:10 left. We take it with them, up 13-0. You're listening to Oneonta Football here on the Redskin Radio Network.
E-Services, how may I help?
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs. I'm not sure where Jeremy went, so that one back to pass. Harris goes down. Here comes Keezy Mitchell with a sack, and Bo Ragsdale is down.
Number 4, Harris, tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Does not look good. Bo in a lot of pain as Stephanie McGee, the trainer, will come out.
Official timeout on the field for an injured Redskin.
It'll be 4th down. We're going to take another timeout as the training staff is there to look at Bo Ragsdale. You're listening to Oneonta Football here on the Redskin Radio Network.
All day, every day. The Woodfire Way. Let us be your football headquarters this fall. Try the traditional or boneless wings tossed in our signature sauces, including our favorite.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Oneonta up 13-0. This game brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. Bo Ragsdale doesn't look good. He is being helped off by Richard Pearson, one of the assistants. That doesn't look good, Jeremy.
No, it doesn't.
The heart and soul of that Oneonta defense right there being helped off by 2 Redskins and Richard Pearson, one of the other assistants. I'm not sure who that is. It'll be 4th down and long for Asheville. And the whole mood's kind of changed now for Oneonta. Back is Andrew McAlpine. Harris will punt. Watch for the fake. They will fake it. Harris throws one up deep. That one, it will be incomplete. They're going to throw a flag on Andrew McAlpine.
Harris drops the throw. The pass intended.
And it's going to be pass interference.
There is a flag on the play.
I didn't think it was catchable. That was overthrown.
I think it was close enough, though. Just the way that whole play looked.
And it's 4th and what? About 17, 18. Automatic first, though. And that will keep this Asheville Bulldog drive alive.
In high school football, it'll just be a 15-yard step off. It'll still remain.
Oh, excuse me. It's still 4th down. So Asheville, though, now with it at the 32-yard line, they can go for it with about 4th and 4, 4th and 3. But what a bad break for Oneonta.
Send them all.
Couple receivers to the right. Couple to the left. Harrison. Do we have a timeout?
Timeout.
Yep, Phil took timeouts. Let's keep it here with 6:46 left. Here in the second quarter, Phil will just hold his hands out like, come on. 13-0. Oneonta, they lead over Asheville. You had the 60-yard touchdown run by David Hall that put him up by the touchdown. The PAT failed, and then the defense stepped up, had the pick 6 from the sophomore Will Robertson. What a great play by him.
It was. That was a big time play there. Had to pin, trying to pin him deep, or at least on the long side of the field. And Robertson with a big pick in the return. So thought we about had him held here for a punt and get one more shot. 6:46 left to play. If we can hold them here, plenty of time to score, go up 3 scores.
5 penalties, 55 yards. That will drive the coaching staff bonkers with some penalties at some inopportune times. Oneonta up 13-0.
as they play the Michael Myers theme. 4th and about 3, maybe 4. Need to get to the 29-yard line. We'll say 3 yards left. Harris, the quarterback. The other Harris, the running back. Harris back to pass. Finds it out in the flat, incomplete, and he was wide open, but he overthrew him, and it's a turnover on downs and a win for the Oneonta defense. Had a huge moment in this game.
Yeah, like I said, he was wide open, but unable to reel it in. Oneonta gets away without any damage.
Good to see A.J. Ragsdale back tonight on the sideline.
Turnover on downs. It'll be Oneonta football, 1st and 10 from the 32.
David Hall, the back. They will hand it to David. David, there's a good size hole up the middle, and he is met by one of the linebackers. Picked up 6 yards on the run. They'll finally call it dead. And they are carrying Bo on a cart, on a gator, out of the stadium. So 2nd and 5. That kind of puts a big chunk out of your depth chart. You have Eli Bute goes down with an injury. Bo replaces him. Now Bo's out. Now you've got Drew Witt, number 30, the 3rd string in at tight end. David again, right side. David, there's a hole. David, couple guys missed. Stiff arm. 45-40, 35-30, pushed out of bounds. It's a big Woodman Life first down in that running game. They're starting to eat, Jeremy Hyde. They're starting to eat.
Got a big play there. 38 down inside the 20.
And a heat timeout. Let's take the heat timeout with them. It's brought to you by Sharp One Investigations. 13-0. We lead with 13-0 with 5:52 left. Oneonta leads after the big Woodman Life first down. Shout out to Jody Tidmore. He's listening up in Gunnersville. I know Doug Roberts is listening down at the beach. Oneonta on top, 13-0. 5:52 left. David Hall, the back. McGill, receiver, they'll hand it off left side. David stops, goes back the other way, and he'll get up to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up 2 yards on the run right there. That ran up about 2nd.
Number 20, DeAndre Woods makes the tackle.
DeAndre Woods on the tackle.
A little chippy out there for no reason. A little
extracurricular.
Adrian Hernandez trying to show off.
Drew Whip, who's replaced Bo, who Bo replaced Eli. He's lined up at slot on the right side. Pinion will read it. He'll keep it himself. There was a good size lane for Brody Pinion, and he's still on his feet and finally dragged down to the 15-yard line. So it's about 3rd and 3 for the Oneonta offense.
Once again, there to make
this Asheville team, their offense is fairly efficient. The defense, they're not very physical up front. They're not tackling well against this Oneonta offense, and Oneonta just moving the ball down on them.
And I think it's only going to get worse without Oneonta offensive line. They're going to wear on that defense. Yeah, one good-sized guy right in the middle of that Asheville defense on that line. Can't tell the number. It's like 52. Pinion. Shotgun, hands off. David missed the first guy. Still on his feet. Finds a lane inside the 5. He high steps it to the end zone. Touchdown Oneonta from 15 yards out. And they lead now 19-0. The line's going to wear on that defensive line.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Vargas out to kick the extra point. Pinion will hold. Pinion gets the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. That one is good. 20-0. 4:26 left here in the second quarter. You're listening to Oneonta football here on the Redskin Radio Network.
With the Oneonta Police Department. Today I'd like to discuss with you some very important words. Ronald Reagan once said, the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He or she is the one that gets people to do the greatest things.
They said Bo is his knee.
Faced with many great.
Welcome back in. Team One Toyota broadcast booth. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a multi-play drive, 15-yard run by David Hall. Point after was good. Oneonta leads 20-0, 4:26 to play in the second.
Walker at his own 10 brings it back, gets something, and then he's going to be taken down up to the 23-yard line. I feel like the whole mood, we're up 20-0. Things are rolling offensively. Things are rolling defensively. But the whole mood's kind of changed in this stadium, especially on the Oneonta side with a key Redskin who's been taken out of the game completely in Bo Ragsdale.
Oh, you hate to see anybody get hurt. And see somebody hurt, start it off like that. It affects everyone, but the ones that are here are going to have to step it up and let those that are worried about Bo take care of Bo, and they're going to take care of each other here.
In to replace him. So Luke will move over to the middle linebacker position. They're going to bring in Brody Devaney, the junior. Hernandez in motion. They'll flip it up to him, trying to get to the edge. Here comes Caven Hill to take him down. Braden Moore came from the other side of the field, altered that play a little bit. Picks up 5 on the run, or on the pass right there, as a weird-looking bulldog just walked by with headphones on. 3:58 left, second quarter. Oneonta up 20-0. David Hall 2 touchdowns tonight. 60-yarder and a 15-yarder. David sitting at 131 yards rushing. 2nd and 5. They will hand off, trying to get the running game going, and Keezy Mitchell said no, sir, and that will lose 2 yards on the run right there, and it'll be 3rd down where they're 2 for 5 tonight. And so far, the Oneonta defense this drive without Bo.
Tackled by a host of Redskins.
That's the 3rd down. Yeah. They got to get off the field.
We talk about these newcomers, these young guys, these sophomores coming up, but Mitchell coming in there. He's just a new addition, upperclassman, but he's one heck of a defensive lineman. He has done a great job. First couple games, I don't think anybody blocked him.
No.
And he's always back there causing trouble and doing a great job.
2nd on the team in tackles.
Yeah.
And I think he would be tied for 4th in the county in tackles at the defensive line position. 3rd down and 5. And he get off the field. Up 20-0 with 3 minutes left. They'll go with 3-man rush. Harris having to roll around. That one knocked down, and it'll be incomplete. Caden Crittner was the one that got his paw in the way, and it's 4th down. Oneonta showed pressure, but called everybody off.
Yeah, good job there. Mitchell that time actually rushed just a little bit and then backed off into coverage. Kind of had that middle sealed up. Good job there by Crittner breaking up that pass.
So 4th down, McAlpine goes back.
About time for him to bust one, ain't it?
They have kind of kept it away from him this year. Harris will punt. Feel confident they're not going to fake this one, but seen stranger things. They will punt that one. It's a good one. Right to Andrew, takes a couple steps back. He'll get a chance on this one. Breaks 2 tackles. Andrew here comes back this way. Can he get to the edge? He does. Across the 50, 45, finally goes out of bounds. And they start out with great field position and a flag right in the middle of the field. What else? Doesn't surprise me.
Good return, though. Way away from the penalty, if that was related in any way.
There is a flag on the return.
And it's going to come back. They'll just mark it off on the return right there. Thought we were going to take that one back. Thought you had your magic 8 ball out.
During the return, illegal block.
Excuse me, crystal ball, and you read it clearly.
Yeah, right.
Moon in. He has only had 11 yards rushing tonight. David's been the one getting all the yards. 2:33 left. Oneonta will get the ball to start the second half. They'll hand off to Moon, and there is zilch on that one. Lost a yard, actually.
We brag about that offensive line so much, and then they
Here he goes off right guard.
Got an update for you.
What's that?
Appalachian Woodville, 21-7. Woodville leads.
2nd down.
2nd and 10.5 with 2:05 left. Hate to ruin your high hopes over there for Appalachian.
It's early. It's way early.
Hey, they came back against Southeastern. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pinion rolls out to his right. Curl route. to Riley McGill. And Riley broke that tackle, still gets a few extra yards after the catch. It will be 3rd and a manageable 4 right there, up to the 44-yard line in Asheville territory with 1:40 left. So I think Phil would love one more, maybe touchdown right here.
I would think so.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. It's good.
Brings up 3rd down and about
My wife
3
is
yards.
looking for me somewhere, and she's in the concession, in the press box.
Oh, that's good. 3rd and 4.
Not sure how that worked out. She's up there and I'm not.
There's not many rooms up there, so, I mean, Moon the back. Pinion will take the snap. Hand off to Colin Moon. Here they come as Luke Harris, came in from the middle linebacker position and made the tackle. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Making the tackle for the Bulldogs, number 5, Luke Harris.
So 4th down.
7 yards to go. It's
with 1:20 left. And Andrew McAlpine is your backup punter.
What?
For the Oneonta Redskins. Back is Derek Walker. A couple of extra guys coming out. 58 seconds left, and they're going to take a timeout by Phil Phillips. It's a sharp one. Investigations timeout. We take it with them with 53 seconds left. It'll be 4th down when we come back. Oneonta leads 20-0 over the Asheville Bulldogs here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Old-fashioned soda shop from the past.
Back to punt is Andrew McAlpine. Derek Walker back for the Dogs. With under a minute left. Here's the punt. First one of the year for Andrew. It's a good one. It'll keep it away from Walker, and it takes a good skin roll down that sideline, Jeremy Howard. What a great roll. They'll mark it out inside the 15 to the 13, maybe the 12-yard line with 44 seconds left.
Very effective.
1st and 10 Bulldogs with 44 seconds remaining in the first half.
Update from the Mountain. Appalachian scores right before the half, 21-14. Woodville still leads. Feel a little better now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
44 seconds left. Oneonta gets the ball to start the second half.
I don't know if Asheville gets too fancy here trying to score, but they just content to run a couple and get out.
Take it back to that locker room. Harris will hand off to Harris, and that's what they're going to do as the defensive line, Mitchell and Crittner, crashed in and made the tackle, and that clock will run with 33 seconds left.
74, Caden Crittner makes the tackle.
We'll say lost a yard. Let's see when they start the play clock. And they're not going to get another playoff. They don't want to get another playoff. 20-0, the Skins lead, led behind 2 touchdowns of David Hall and the pick 6 by Will Robertson. And they're going to take it to the locker room. That will be the end of the first half. 20-0 Skins lead. We'll come back. We'll have first half stats and first half analysis as well. You're listening to Oneonta football, where they lead 20-0 on top of the Asheville Bulldogs here at homecoming for them. You're listening to Oneonta football here on the Redskin Radio Network. Halftime over. Skins lead 20-0 as Asheville will kick off. Your Charlie B's keys to the second half, Jeremy Hyde, for that win.
You have to get your mind in this game. Bo's not here. Several other Eli's not in here. We got to play what we got. Focus. Do everybody's going to do their job and do it well.
Nix will get it at the 20, up to 25, near the 30. Finds a lane. He's up to the 40, 45, and he is dragged down near the 50-yard line. And a good return there from Austin Nix, the running back, as the clock was freaking out there for a second, but is all right now.
I like the way Nix runs. He a lot of times he's in there. He comes in fresh, but he's having to come in at odd times. But good return there, and great field position here at the midfield point.
David, 131 yards rushing in the first half. He will start the second half as the running back, right behind one of his best friends, Brody Pinion. As Luke Hodge goes back in near behind the line as a lead blocker, and they'll hand it off to David. David cuts back this way again, cuts back again near the 50, and he will pick up 3 yards. So he ran about 21 yards. Will only get net 3. How about that?
Yeah. So it goes sometimes.
You think that the grass is greener on the other side when trying to get around the blocker. And
yeah, so that's the way those pop-outs work. Sometimes you see something and then it's there and you look like a genius, and other times you get out there by yourself.
2 yards, second
it's up to you to fight for whatever you can get.
Yeah. 2 receivers to the top, Will Robertson and Riley McGill. Then you got Hodge and McAlpine down here. Hodge again in motion just like the first play. Pinion will give it to David Hall. David broke the tackle, spin move, flag on the play, spin move again. David's going to try to get out to the outside and almost loses the ball. I think where the flag's going to be placed, it's going to be holding.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the penalties, 6 penalties for 65 yards will drive any Redskin fan crazy.
It's tough there. The yardage is so hard to come by tonight, running the ball as well. You get it negated like that, brought back.
Play holding penalty against Oneonta.
So it comes back. It'll be, now they mark it back. All the way in their own territory to the 43-yard line. Hall is the back. 2 receivers to the left. Riley McGill, the lone receiver to the far side of the field. 10:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Snap to Hall. They'll hand off to him. Hall, a couple guys miss, finds this way. He's got some room out to the edge, 45-40 across midfield. He's got a big Woodman Life first down and a late flag. I think it's going to be for that late push that shoved him into the fence over here.
Yeah, I think so.
And Hall not happy.
It's 12 again. Hernandez. A little extra on the end there. That sideline's sort of shallow. It's not super deep, but they stayed together a little bit too long. Got him in the fence.
So they will mark it out. He ran out of bounds at the 38-yard line, so it'll be up to the 23-yard line now. And Oneonta is now cooking here in the 3rd quarter. A couple of big games tomorrow. You got Auburn, A&M. That's at 6. Notre Dame, Georgia. Take what you will of that game. Will it be a game? I doubt it. 1st and 10.
Georgia looking pretty strong.
They are. Ball at the 23-yard line.
Tennessee and Florida, is that right?
Yeah, Tennessee, Florida.
First people picking Tennessee this week. I don't know about all that.
They'll hand off to David Hall. Back to the left and gets about 4 yards on the run right there. Gets up to the 20, maybe the 19-yard line is where they mark him down. David up over 150 yards now. 60 of it on the touchdown run.
Picks up 3.
Back on the first drive of the game. So 2nd and 7. I sit down on the table, kind of lifted up.
About maxed out on that one side, I believe.
Well, it's mainly the person in the middle.
You're right.
45 left. They hand off David again. David trying to get to that edge. He just stiff-armed a guy, and there come the Bulldogs. They take him down by the face mask. Are they going to call that? There is a flag on the play.
Dakota Reynolds there to make the stop for the Bulldogs.
They have went David on this drive. Here's the call. Yeah, face mask on Asheville. Good, yeah. So 9:38 left, up 20-0. Oneonta really trying to
incidental face mask against the Bulldogs.
Put this game away here in the early 3rd quarter. Braden Moore comes in at quarterback.
2nd down and 5.
We'll shift gears a little bit. Braden a little bit more of a runner. Actually, a whole lot more of a runner. Hall still the back as they look back to the sideline with 2nd and 5 here in the 3rd quarter on homecoming night for the Dogs. Braden barks out the signal. Braden will keep it himself. Design run, gets the first down. It's a Woodman Life. First down brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey.
22, lane 10.
Braden, you got to respect him.
Oh, yeah. Braden, good athlete. You know, it's like his dad and his brother. I assume his mom. I don't know.
Goes to the 14.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Woodman Life is a different kind of life insurance company, one where each customer matters and everyone has a voice. Give them a call at 274-2880 or visit them at 28340 State Highway 75. 3rd and 1. It wasn't a first down, so there's a free spot for them two guys. Quarterback design run up to the 10. He's got the first down, and they bring him down, and it is a Woodman Life first down that time. There's a football being thrown down here on the track, and I keep thinking it's a flag.
It's like a flag.
It's twice it's gotten me. Down to the 10. Is it 1st and goal? Yes, it is. Pinion back in.
First down.
David so far, Jeremy, 2 touchdowns. He's trying to match his number from last week. He's got 7 on the season.
Looking good. This is a good-looking drive for David Hall.
And that offensive line.
First and goal at the 10.
1st and goal to 10. They will hand off again. David Hall. David stops. Goes back down to the 5 as he is tackled from behind. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. And David right now standing at about 160 yards on the ground. Hit 120 last week. This week, following it up with another strong game with 160.
The play goes for 5 to the 5-yard line.
He's had 100 yards rushing every game this year. And I believe, according to our statistician, he may be the only running back in 4A football that has rushed for 100 yards every game.
Yeah. Of course, last week, Colin Moon was sharing some of that, had over 100 himself. So
yeah.
Big night rushing for those two guys last week.
2nd and goal from the 5. Down to 5 on the play clock. They hand off. David countered back this way. Finds a hole. There it is. Touchdown, Oneonta.
Touchdown, Oneonta.
They make it 26-0. David, his 3rd on the night. Back-to-back weeks. He goes for 3 touchdowns. And the Skins extend the lead. That's his 8th touchdown on the season. That offensive line. The big uglies up front taking care of business.
Yeah, they're working. They got a huge size advantage, I think with the exception of one player, but overall big advantage. And they're just hitting on all cylinders up there up front.
Snap, hold, kick, up. That one is good. 27-0. Oneonta, they lead it. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Whether it be for work or play, Double K Hardware.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde, your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 50-yard drive. David Hall capped it off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The point after was good. Oneonta leads 27-0 with 7:27 to play in the 3rd.
Eric Vargas will kick. There's the kick from Vargas. Back this side, Harris will get it at his own 9-yard line up to the 15-20. Down the sideline as he is taken down pretty hard by the freshman, Mr. Hanley. I haven't said his name tonight. Been kind of quiet the last couple of weeks. We mentioned him here and there. Good to see him in on the special teams, getting the tackle right there.
To make the tackle.
That was not Marquise Mitchell. 27-0. Oneonta leads. There's a couple of Asheville fans starting to leave. Mainly, I think it's the older women that need to get home.
Maybe headed to the homecoming festivities.
Oh, yeah, there is a concert going on after this over in the gym. Screen out to Walker, right side. Walker finds a lane. Busted coverage again as nobody rolled over from the safety position. And it's a big Woodman Life first down up to the 49-yard line. That one brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. So they've got a homecoming party, dance, concert going on. The group that's performing, I know pretty well. 2 of them used to be in a group with my wife, a praise and worship kind of group. As you know, Molly can You knew that.
She can throw down.
She can. She can. Harris will give off to Harris. Here comes the Duke to bring him down on a loss of about 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Tell you, Luke Hodge. He's got to step up, and he did right there.
Yeah. Luke's just a all-around good player. I like the way he just makes his play, goes back to the huddle, gets ready to do it again. You know, not a lot of looking around.
Bo was the same way. Bo did.
Oh, yeah.
Once in a blue moon, you'll see Bo wag the finger. But
Lose a couple of yards.
Luke doesn't do that at all. 6:29 left, third quarter, up 27-0. 27-0. Oneonta leads. Couple receivers to each side. Harris back to pass. Got to get rid of it quickly. He does, as Brody Devaney was the guy on the tackle, as well as Caven Hill. We've said Caven's name quite a bit tonight. He's had to step up and get some extra playing time into that linebacker position.
Yeah, Caven's been all over the place. Yeah, Caven's one of those guys, you know, he's small in stature, height-wise anyway. You know, he's got a little bit of width to him. But
yeah.
I played against a guy like that from Springville one time and played linebacker, and I thought I was going to just kind of run all over him, and he hit me in the face first play, and it was kind of like that all night.
Caven's little firecracker. They roll out to right. Harris. Some linebackers come up. They find a guy wide open, and it's who else? Hernandez. Down inside the 20, down to the 18. It's a big Woodman Life first down. Nobody was in his area from about 15 yards. That's secondary. Like I said pregame, it hasn't been tested really.
Yeah.
Cleveland County threw it around, but the quarterback too strong of an arm.
Yeah, they were so inaccurate. They just couldn't get anything connected. But this bunch here is connected some passes.
Yeah. So big Woodman Life first down for the Dogs. Quick screen out to Walker again as Will Robertson trying to bring him down. He loses it as who else? Hernandez there to fall on it. Inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It'll be about 2nd and 1. And a heat timeout. We'll take the heat timeout. It's a Sharp One Investigations timeout with 27-0 with 5:13 left. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Hicks Floral Design.
Welcome back in. Team One Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde up 27-0. Jeremy, Asheville finally knock on the door. It's the first time in the red zone.
Yeah, getting a couple of busted plays here and there.
And a spillage.
This table's been wreaking havoc on folks tonight.
Yeah, the guy trying to get up. Well.
Yeah, anyway, a pretty good drive here by Asheville. Oneonta got a little different look on defense than we had earlier in the game. Let's see if they can stand tall down here inside the 10.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. They give him that first down as Harris looks back to the sideline. 5:03 left, third quarter. Harris with 4 wide receivers. He goes back to pass. They bring pressure. He rolls out of that one, rolls out to the right, trying to get to the edge. Caven there, and Mitchell, excuse me, was the one that got him out of bounds.
Down to the Redskin 5.
As my social media girl's trying to steal candy.
4-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
So 2nd and goal. They're going to mark him out at the 4-yard line. Trying to like to preserve this shutout.
Yeah.
4:49 left. This time they go load up on the left with 3 receivers. Crittner trying to get to him. He rolls back out this way. Here Mitchell avoided that tackle, but there's David Hall and his buddies there to help him, and a flag on the play, which does not surprise me again.
There was some holding. It was a turned around. Defensive lineman turned all the way around.
So 4:37 left. Up 27-0. And they will mark that one back on that holding. We're going to find somewhere to eat next week in Sneed. So be thinking of that, okay? Be thinking of that. Do we hang out with Gunn for dinner?
If we want the roll treatment, we need to.
Yeah, because he's the he is the king of Sneed.
Well, I don't know.
Trust me, he's the king. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 20. Harris back to pass. They only bring a 3-man rush. Harris, plenty of time, takes a shot, wide open, end zone touchdown. Confusion in that secondary. It's a touchdown, Bulldogs. They finally get on the board with 4:13 left here in the third quarter. Wide open was number 7, Cole Hyatt. Got a report from Bo Ragsdale. He says he's going to be back. I can't go into specifics, but he says he's going to be back. Love you, buddy. Can't wait to have you back. Wreaking havoc, hitting people, hitting them hard. The old swinging gate for the extra point, so they will line up now. Oneonta was prepared for that all week long in practice. Set to kick will be number 49, Nathan Williams, the senior.
For the extra point.
Snap, little bit low. They're going to have to roll out to the right. Trying to get to the pylon. He does. 2-point conversion, good. 27-8. Bulldogs chip into that lead. We'll be right back after this here in the third quarter with 4:13 left on the Redskin Radio Network.
13 remaining in the third quarter. Oneonta 27.
Your hometown full-service.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 70-yard drive. Asheville got it in. That 19-yard touchdown reception by Hyatt. 2-point conversion was good after the missed snap. Oneonta still leads 27-8, 4:13 to play in the third.
Set to kick. It'll be Nathan Williams again. Short squib kick as Beck just watched it go by and it goes out of bounds. Wow. Asheville. Guess who could have had a chance at it?
Nice on
Hernandez.
Yes. You're the winner. You get a free ride back home tonight. Hernandez had an amazing chance to get it and he ran right by it. As Barry Simmons for Asheville not happy. So Barry Simmons actually played with our statistician. Correct? Or did y'all play against each other? Barry. Played together? Way back in the day, John says. So 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Colin Moon will be the back this time. Only 9 yards rushing for Collins, but a quiet night for the sophomore. They'll hand off to Colin. Colin lowered his shoulder and nothing. Nothing at all. So 2nd and 10. David's been the cowbell tonight, as you hear in the background. 165 on the ground.
Injured Bulldog coming off.
Is that not the same one that was hurt earlier?
Ball carrier from Redskin, number 34, Colin Moon.
62 is the one that's a big kid that I was talking about earlier. Dylan Bias, 6'2", 250. He looks,
no gain on the play.
Looks a little bit bigger than 250. Hodge, McAlpine to the right. Now Hodge has to come back this way. A little bit low. Pinion goes back, fires it. That one caught to McAlpine, 40, 45 down to the 50, and he is cut low out of bounds.
Recovered by the quarterback and thrown.
Looked like a late hit from the home side, but I guess it wasn't. Pinion had a lucky pass last week for the touchdown. That's another lucky one right there.
I thought that was going to be a pick, and possibly a pick six, but got it off there. McAlpine bailed him out. Got the first down.
The completion goes to the Bulldog.
So it's a Woodman Life first down, brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. Ball at the Asheville 47-yard line. Moon still the back to the right. 3:20 left, third quarter. McGill in motion. They hand off counter to Moon. Moon, there's a decent hole. As he finally is hit after a 5-yard pickup, they'll blow it dead. Colin hasn't had much to work with tonight. Unlike David Hall. 2nd and 5 now. Colin's sitting probably about 15 yards now.
You know, Colin's trying to run it out the middle where David, those plays were called off the middle and David pops it out. You know? So maybe they're getting the same treatment inside between the tackles, and Moon's just trying to, bull his way through there a little bit.
2nd and 5 with 2:40 left. Up 27-8 here in the third quarter. McAlpine in motion right behind the quarterback. They'll hand off Moon, far side Moon. He's got the first down. Great little stutter step, and it's finally pushed out of bounds as Bender got out of the way just in time. It's another Woodman Life first down. That's the quickest I've seen Bender move. I can't say when.
Kind of like watching a glacier.
Oh, man. I was going to say, since I saw him at the hospitality room at last year's basketball tournament.
Put out the fresh chicken wing.
They did. Good run from Colin Moon right there. It's his biggest run. He's up to 30 yards rushing as they run that clock. As we get closer to 2 minutes left. McAlpine to the right. They hand off again, Colin Moon. Moon, there's another hole, spins, falls forward. That's the way to do it. Down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Should be another Woodman Life first down.
Number 7, Cole Hyatt, also in on the tackle.
As we wait, and it is. Chris Neesmith, Joey Bailey. Give them a call, 205-274-2880, or visit them at 228-340 State Highway 75.
First and 10 now at the Bulldogs.
As they move those chains, and it's a timeout, Barry Simmons.
Asheville's first charge timeout.
Let's keep it here. I want to talk about the upcoming weeks. You know, next week we get to stay in the county. We don't have to travel far. We'll be over at Susan-Moore. That'll be the game of the week. You'll be able to listen to the game on the main station. And you'll be able to listen on the Bulldog Radio Network. Let me just go in and say what's going to happen. I've received a lot of flack last year. A lot of when you forget that you're on the main station and you're the Oneonta broadcast team. I'm going to be more careful this year. But if you want to hear pro Susan Moore, you're going to want to tune into the Bulldog Radio Network with Justin Waddle. I tried to get Justin to do the be on the main station since they're the home team. He said, I can't do it. He can't do it. I was like, well, how do you think I feel?
Yeah.
So we'll be on the main station, and we'll be pro Oneonta, but we'll show some love to Susan Moore.
Yeah. Appalachian Woodville has tied it up now, 21-21.
Nice.
Southeastern 42-6 over Summerton Christian.
I know the last time that they were 5-0. I'd love to know.
This wasn't that long ago. Somebody talked about this recently.
1:44 left, third quarter, up 27-8.
2008, maybe 2007.
Nice. Receiver to each side. That line, a lot of beef up there. They hand off to Moon. Moon finds the lane as he's hit low.
34 Moon
picks up a good 7 yards on the run right there for Moon. He's starting to rack up those yards. Up to about 41 yards rushing right now.
Jasper over Hayden, 27-0, third quarter. Susan Moore up on Brindley Mountain. That was 50-0 final, so imagine that was a hot clock there late on.
They probably said, let's just play 5 minutes second half.
Ramburn up over Cleveland, 29-0. Locust Fork, 14-7 over Pennington still.
Ooh, that's close. That's a big game for Pennington. They need a win. Couple of extra linemen in there. They hand off to Moon again. Moon's got the first down. Inside the 10, it'll be first and goal. As they're having a hard time bringing him down. Down to the 7-yard line. It's another Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. Woodman Life, first down.
Right guard, 34 Colin Moon.
Oneonta milking the clock. Under a minute left to third quarter.
First half went by pretty fast. This third quarter is lasting forever.
I agree.
First down and goal.
First and goal. See if Moon can get into the end zone. Get him a touchdown. From the 7-yard line. Down to 40 seconds left. As the Bulldog band decides to play in the middle of a play. They'll hand off to Moon. Moon squirts free into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. They add to the lead. 33-8 now. From 7 yards out. Moon now 63 yards rushing. Did you like that?
Yeah.
He squirted. He went right through the line. Vargas will kick. Pinion will hold. Snappers, Austin Nix. Snap, hold, kick, up. That one's good. Oneonta. They extend the lead 34-8 34-8 over Asheville. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Extra point is good. 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Oneonta 34, Asheville 8.
With 30 years.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. 27 seconds left. Your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 57-yard drive capped off by that Colin Moon 7-yard touchdown run. The point after was good, and Oneonta leads 34-8 here with 27 seconds to play in the third.
Vargas will kick. Is that 2 touchbacks? Can we make it 3? Yes, we can.
The kick goes into the end zone.
Vargas is mad, I guess, about that 1 extra point that he didn't get. It was a little bit of a bad snap and hold. He's been booming it tonight on the special teams.
You know, Vargas is a solid high school kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just...
I think on a good night, you're looking at maybe his range being at 45 yards.
Yeah.
And for a high school kicker, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, it's not in the same area zip code as, was it Fort Payne's kicker?
Yeah.
It was about 50, 60 yards. Unreal. 27 seconds left, 1st and 10 to throw in 20. Harris rolls out to his right, pops one up to the man we've mentioned about 30 million times tonight is Adrian Hernandez on the reception right there. It's a Woodman Life first down. A gain of 12. Riley McGill's the one that pushed him out. They have not had any containment on Hernandez.
No, he's always kind of like that Trevor Enderman. He's always kind of in that little spot.
Yeah.
Nobody's around.
2-yard line.
Up to the 32-yard line. Asheville loading up on the far side with receivers. Play action. Here comes Cameron Daly, and oh my gosh. Brody Devaney said, Bo, I've got this. I can fill in. And we have an injured Bulldog because Brody Devaney, I'll help the coaches out. That's your hardest hit of the week right there.
That was a good hit. He just hit him just right.
We have an injured Bulldog. I think he's going to be okay. He got the wind knocked out with 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Up 34-8. Yeah, I think the wind just got knocked out of him. I think they're also making sure he knows where he's at.
Yeah.
There he is. The running back, Luke Harris. Coach has been preaching that they're really good at screens, and Brody Devaney listened.
Yeah.
We've done a good job this year, really. You had the one screen that was against Cleveland County that went for 50 yards. Besides that, we've done a good job containing those this year.
Yeah. That is one of those where you just got him, you just sized him up just right. He was kind of stretching for the ball a little bit, turn around.
32.
Was met.
Second and 10 with 12 seconds left. 34-8. Harris back to pass. Flag on the play. Walker caught it. I think that one's going to come back.
Walker, first down yardage. There is a flag on the play in the backfield.
Probably going to be holding. And yes. Quarterback.
Illegal shift,
excuse me. I don't know if Harris is doing well, the quarterback, or if he's just aggravated.
Yeah.
Ball back to the 27-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard penalty with 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Up 34-8. Oneonta looking to go 3-0 in region play. 3 receivers to the top. Another curl route. Brody Devaney almost had an interception. My goodness. If Brody was an inch, maybe 2 inches taller, he has that.
Maybe a little quicker.
But I think the only reason he threw it that way is because he didn't see him.
Yeah.
Man. So, is it second down or third down? Second. It is second down. Second and 15. Couple receivers to both sides. Harris back to pass. Here there comes some extra pressure out to Walker on that screen again. Devaney missed the tackle. Walker still on his feet. Couple of broken tackles. He's got the first down as Cameron Daly and Braden Moore and some extra talking. We go to the fourth quarter. Four fingers in the air. Skins lead 34-8 on top of the Asheville Bulldogs. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Dreams of having a lush green.
Welcome back in. Start of the fourth quarter. Oneonta leads 34-8. They'll hand off to Harris as Brody Devaney, Caven Hill, and Andrew Beck were there. The three made the tackle. He picked up 4 yards on that first down run up near midfield to the 48-yard line. And through 3 quarters, Jeremy, the offense, it's been the running game. They're got 245 yards on the ground. Passing hasn't been there tonight, but we haven't needed it.
Right, yeah, I think everybody's going to be real content to just run the ball when you can. So.
Yeah. Harris back to pass. That one almost intercepted. Riley McGill almost had a shot at it, but one of the linebackers came close. Maybe Luke.
Most secondary players on this side they were behind the runners because they were kind of quick slants or inside routes like that. So the pass was there, just unable to complete it.
Third down. Harris back to pass once again. Here comes some extra pressure. Mitchell's got him. Crittner's got him. They take him down. It's another Oneonta sack. And it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, just not a lot of time there. Receivers open downfield, just no time to get anything done with, like I said, Mitchell and Crittner back there.
Whited drew that one up as let's bring one extra guy.
Yeah.
That'll bring up fourth down, and Harris will have to punt. Up 34-8 with 11 minutes left. Nobody back for the Skins.
This little girl in front of us is being entertained by your dancing.
Yes, she is. Her mother, I covered her in basketball when I was here at Asheville. There's the punt. That's a good punt. Will it go too far, though? It's going to take an Asheville roll and an Asheville stop inside the 15-yard line to the 11-yard line with 10:31 left. So that little girl's uncle played football here at Asheville. E.J. Moss went on to play at Jacksonville State. Played defensive line there for 4 years. And then his little girl's mother, her mother was a pretty good volleyball player.
First and 10 Redskins.
So 10:31 left. Oneonta, see how many running plays we get here. I'd say 100% of them. David Hall in for this series. They hand off to Hall. Hall breaks a couple of tackles. Break that one, he could be gone, and he does break it. David across the 30, 35, pushed out of bounds. Just when you think you've got him stopped, he keeps going. Yeah. David, what a night tonight. He's been doing it all 4 quarters. We're sitting at, as I wait for the statistician to update the stats, 187. 187 on the ground. It's another Woodman Life first down. Brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. 10:19, that clock did stop. That's the only thing David Hall did negative on that last play. Went out of bounds. First and 10 from their own 34. Snap to hand off to Hall to the left side. Hall pushed down a guy and runs over a guy as he's pushed out of bounds again.
Around left end, pushed out of bounds by 5.
Kind of wish David would just stay in bounds.
Well,
but I'll take the yardage.
Yeah.
He's inching closer to 200.
David laying a little lumber, though, as he does take the tackle.
Yeah. Picked up 4 on the run. He's up to 190. 10 more yards, and he's got 200. Second and 6. There's a snap. They hand off again to David Hall. Who else? And this time they brought some extra guys. He still picked up a yard, but it'll be about 3rd and 5.
One Reynolds.
Maybe 3rd and 6. Oneonta tonight, Jeremy. I've been pleased, and I think Phil will be pleased. 3rd down conversions, they're 4 of 6 tonight, where they have honestly this year been around 20%.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7.
Offensively, just like you said, running the ball, they've done well tonight. They haven't had to throw it much. They haven't really attempted many. So offensively, pretty good night. And keep talking about the defense like they've given up 100 yards, but or 100 points, but Only held to 8.
And we had a Bulldog get offside. So, and Phil said that a lot of the non-success they're having on third downs, he goes, we're killing ourselves on first and second down. That's why we're not succeeding on third downs. But right here, now you're looking at 3rd and 1. That's very manageable for Phil.
Appalachian still tied with Woodville 21-21. Appalachian had a goal line stand, or not, a 4th down stand on the 20. Got down to their 20 and was able to hold Woodville there. So if they can get a score here late.
Congratulations, Noah Harris, Appalachian Player of the Week, presented by Tennessee Valley Metals. 310 yards total, 4 touchdowns. 3rd and 1, they hand off to who else? David Hall, but this time he is not going to get it. So it'll be 4th down. He'll lose 5 yards on that one. Oneonta will go now 4 of 7 on 3rd downs, and they'll have to punt.
25, Hunter Hirsch.
Andrew McAlpine, his
4th down and 5 for the Redskins.
First punt of the night was a pretty good one. Got him inside the 20. If you're wondering why Bo's not punting, he's out. Rest of the game, listening in. Lower leg injury, but says he'll be back. Doesn't surprise me. I think you could take Bo's half of his leg, he'd still come back. Never seen a guy more determined.
Players used to have a little more call in that, though. They would, now with all the athletic training that's there now and the relationships with the hospitals, it's kind of tough to get back in there with a known injury.
Oneonta, one last guy coming on the field. McAlpine's ready for the punt. There's the snap. Got it off just in time, and it's a good one. Walker back at his own 30, up to the 35. Gets by Luke Hodge as Will Robertson. Will's not afraid to hit somebody. And an injured Bulldog on the field. We had Will Robertson on this past weekend on Redskin Rewind. I said, what went through your mind when you met Darian Meads? He goes, nothing really. I just took him down.
What about when Caven Hill took him down on the ensuing celebration?
That was not Caven Hill.
Well, who was it?
That was Collier McPherson.
Oh, okay.
Collier, he came up to me at the pepper line and said, you know you got that. I said, I know I got it wrong. I watched the film. I saw that it was you. And
that's what Collier's worried about, is that you get that that corrected.
Yeah.
That's Collier for you.
That is 100% Collier. I said, y'all can't do that. You can't be knocking old Will Robertson down. He can take Darian Meads down, but he couldn't stand up with Collier McPherson. It'll be 1st and 10. Dogs with 8:12 left, 4th quarter. They'll hand off to Harris. This way is there's Will Robertson. Grabbed him by the feet, held him while the rest of his partners in crime come and help him out.
Wrapped up by the feet by number 3, Robertson.
And he picked up a yard. That's all he could get. Tonight on the ground, my statistician has -9 yards rushing, maybe -8. I know they haven't been able to do much. Through the air, they have came away with some big plays. They're at 217 yards total offense. Harris, quick curl route over to Hernandez. It's incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 12.
As their Dogs' #1 receivers underneath their tent over here on the sideline. 3rd down. 3 of 8 tonight for Asheville, with 7:34 left. Up 34-8.
Once again defending the play, number 3, Robertson. 3rd down and 9.
On the road next week, game of the week. The rivalry continues. Oneonta-Susamore. Harris rolls out to the right. Harris looking, Crittner trying to get to him. Crittner got his big old paws on him and brings him down. He picked up a yard, but who cares? Crittner gets the tackle. Crittner looks a little bit tired right there.
Yeah, I think so.
So 4th down, and looks like they're going to punt.
Good defensive stand again. Just unable. Asheville just not able to get much going on. Hernandez was kind of open on that one pass, but unable to reel it in. This didn't stop him from running his mouth further like he has all night. And then even flexed. He even turned around and flexed there.
Nice. So 6:45 left. Asheville's going to go for it. down to 8, down to 7, and Simmons. Actually, take that back. Shea Monroe says timeout, the offensive coordinator. Let's keep it here. 6:42 left, 34 to 8. As, like I said, next week we're on the road. Week after that, we've got Cherokee County. They'll be coming to our place. And then we're on the road to Jacksonville. And then we finish it all out at home. Nice 3-game stretch with, I think now the game that's going to be circled on that schedule is going to be Anniston.
Yeah, it's going to be.
The last update we had 14-0. Anniston was over Hopes Bluff, as we will work on a new score update. So we'll end up with Anniston, White Plains, and then J.B. Pennington.
21-0 in the third was the last score that was updated on this app.
It's a good Anniston team. Good Anniston. I talked to Jeff Allen with QSB. We talked about Anniston today, and he said at Media Day, and he went to practice for Anniston. He said they got some good-sized boys.
Yeah.
Real good-sized boys. Did I just hear Woodville leads now? Or did I hear that incorrectly?
I don't know.
4th down. Asheville will go for it. 6:40 left. Why is the clock running after a timeout? Follow me. Up 34-8 here in the 4th quarter. According to the scoreboard, it's 5th quarter. Harris back to pass. David Hall trying to get there. Here they come. Cameron Daly with the sack now, and it's a turnover on downs.
Got a little extra yardage out of that one as well.
Oh, Cameron. 6:21 left. Oneonta will take over after the turnover on downs. So ball to 39. There's a competition going on between the two bands, I think. Pinion still the quarterback. Moon will be the running back. Moon sitting at 63 yards.
4th down conversion will be a turnover on downs. Oneonta football, 1st and 10 at the 39.
Lone receiver to each side, and McAlpine and Riley McGill. Kind of like to see McAlpine get beside this corner over here. But I'm pretty sure we're just going to see run with 6:06 left. Hodge in motion. And I nailed it. Moon, Pinion just laid a good block there. Moon trying to get to the corner. McAlpine as Moon drives those legs inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. The player, the best thing about that play was Andrew McAlpine running back this way with his hands up in the air.
I was watching Big Wilson. Big Wilson at right tackle just crushed half the line out.
Who did?
Big Wilson.
But the best part of Andrew McAlpine, that's the best way to say, hey, I'm not blocking the back. No, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. As we have a timeout, we'll keep it here. 5:56 left. So the first half of region games is complete. We've got 5 minutes left in this one. Look like we're going to go 3-0. And beginning of the year, you're thinking you lose 3 guys who accounted for 50-something touchdowns. New quarterback.
In the 3rd quarter tonight,
same line's back. Same running backs are back. Receivers are brand new. The defense is back, except for the secondary.
Jacksonville Golden Eagles 34, Cleveland County 26.
34-26, I believe is what I just heard. Jacksonville leads over Cleveland County.
Class 4A Region 6, it's all Cherokee County in the 3rd quarter. They lead
Cherokee County
31-0.
31-0 over White Plains. But sitting at 3-0, Phil's got to be ecstatic after the first half of the region games.
Yeah, probably at least happy with, I don't know, ecstatic, you know.
Yeah,
that's saying a lot.
For Phil, that is a strong word. I take that back.
Yeah, Coach Phillips is, I don't think he's going to be ecstatic about anything this early in the season.
You know who's not going to be happy after tonight? J.D. Wadden.
Woodville's going up on Appalachian 27-21 at this point, so Appalachian going to play comeback. I'm not sure about the time.
I got a friend there, I'll find out. Austin Nix, he's into the game. He had a touchdown last week in that 4th quarter. Trying to do the same right here. I'd like to add one more. One more touchdown. They'll hand off to Nix as he is taken down.
Handoff goes straight up the middle.
And a little bit of extra pushing right there. And a flag on the play. Who did it last? That's usually how it works. Really no need for it. Nix picked up 3. Let's see which way they start moving. I think it's going to be on
25, Hunter Hirsch makes the tackle.
It's going to be on Asheville, looks like, because Oneonta players are pointing that way.
Yep. Against the Bulldogs.
Frustration.
Yeah.
Frustration right there. So now they'll take the ball down to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Good grab by the ref on the flag. Nix to the right of Mr. Pinion. They look back to the sideline with 5:39 left, clock running 34-8. Fans starting to make their way out. A little bit more now. Clock down to 10 seconds left, plenty of time. Snap, they hand off to Nix. Gets inside the 10. I'll take that back. They're not going to give him the forward progress. It looked like he was inside the 10, but to the 11-yard lines where they mark him down. That will bring up second down.
Number 6, Austin Nix.
I'm hearing chants of fluff.
Second down and 8.
From one person.
You gonna put Fluff in?
We may see him if we get the ball one more time, possibly. Be nice to see as they are running that clock down to 4:45 left. 34-8. Oneonta's going to be sitting at 3-1 and 3-0 in area play heading into next week. At Susanmore, they'll be undefeated. Hand off to Nix, back to the left. Got hit low. He should be inside the 5, maybe down to the 1.
Once again,
and they'll mark him down at the 1.
Number 6, Austin Nix.
Good run from Austin Nix as we are inching closer to 300 yards rushing this week. 299.
Down around the 3-yard line of the Bulldogs. Third down and 1.
99. It's another Sharp One Investigations timeout. No, excuse me, not Sharp One Investigations. I just read that on the screen. It's a Woodman Life first down. There you go, Doug Sharp. I gave you another shutout. I don't know if Doug's excited about tomorrow.
I bet he's fired up.
They need something good to happen to them. Nix on the carry is going to be driven back to the 5.
Number 6, right up the middle. The football taken away.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. Don't put something on the screen. I'll read it. Kind of like Greg Armstrong. Is there a turnover? Yes.
It will be Bulldog football.
Asheville came away with it. They're going to hold Oneonta out of the end zone. Not that it's going to make a difference. 34-8. With 3:35 left. And it'll be at the 5-yard line.
It'll be first and 10 Bulldogs from the 6-yard line.
Doug Sharp says 27-24 balls tomorrow.
I'll take that.
I'd be surprised. All I know is they still can't beat us. Harris will hand off. Up the middle is Will Robertson. Comes up from his safety position to make the tackle. They get up to the 8-yard line. A gain of 3 right there. That'll bring up second and about 7 with 3:20 clock running. Good win for Oneonta. Good win after last week.
Yeah. All the distractions of tonight, this week.
And a flag on the play.
Before the snap.
It's going to be an Oneonta.
Offsides, encroachment penalty against the Redskins.
So free 5 yards.
Now the penalty on the Redskins is the PA announcer calls him. Us, Redskins.
I don't know if he's already updated it, but I'm looking at, 8 penalties, 80 yards. And a lot of those are careless penalties, as Phil would put it.
You know, they're not affecting the scoreboard, but it just shows you the undiscipline and some different areas of opportunity to get a little coaching.
Harris back to pass on 2nd and 2. A little sidearm pass out to the far side. Got by the first two defenders, picks up the Woodman Life first down up to the 17-yard line. They move the chains with 2:39 left. Basketball season's coming quick. The only reason I know that is because Team Pitcher Day, Sunday. Should be a good year for basketball.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 17.
Cruz and Elrod, they're really excited.
Yeah, I would think both, not key losses last year, but lots coming back on both of those teams.
Harris back to pass. Plenty of time, and they finally are going to get to him. Who is it? May have been Beck.
Harris tackled by
No, it wasn't Beck. I'm not sure. Beck, it was
52,
Kobe Harper.
We'll get the center.
Kobe getting in there. Didn't you used to coach Kobe Harper?
No, but he's a good fella. He's in my daughter's class, and all the sophomores will talk about. He's just a good all-around kid.
Daughter almost got run over on our way up here.
I think you're exaggerating just a little bit.
Okay, I am. Second and long for the Dogs. Back to pass. They're going to go wide receiver screen. Back our side is Riley McGill. Got a hold of him. Loses containment. Here comes Ethan Fausto. Tackles him at the 10-yard line. Excuse me, Connor Faust.
Yeah.
Ethan was the size of the boys. Connor's got the speed.
Yeah.
My apologies. 34-8, down to a minute 15 left. Doug says that Tennessee couldn't beat Oneonta. I agree. It'll be 3rd and long. Harris rolls out to his right. Got to get rid of it and takes a shot deep. He's got Hernandez wide open, and he's tripped up
A long pass
by Lopez. Across the 50, inside the 45, down to the 42-yard line.
Goes to the 43-yard line.
Backups are in. They take a shot.
1 minute in the game.
Yeah. 53 seconds left in the game.
Everybody goes crazy.
Yes.
Not really.
Comeback's coming right now. Here come the Dogs. 34-8. As they get back up to the line quickly, Harris drops, rolls out this way. Hold. No call. They throw it up near the end zone, incomplete. Should have been a hold.
Incomplete, intended for 6.
If they're ready to go.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody else.
33 seconds left. Be interested to see how many times Harris has slung it around tonight. 30 plus, I'd say. Because they're sitting at 56 plays total, negative 26 yards rushing. 2nd down and 10. Oneonta about to be 3-0 for the first time in region play since when, Jeremy?
Last year.
2015, actually.
Okay.
And a flag on the play. You said that they were ready to go. No, the refs aren't. Delay a game.
Penalty marker before the snap. Delay a game, Bulldogs.
So they'll back it up 5 yards.
Social media director, she couldn't make it the last.
She's heading to Tuscaloosa. She's going to the game tomorrow. Compliments of Landon Bothell. So 2nd, 15. Harris back to pass. Harris looking, rolls out, takes a shot. They throw it up, and that will be incomplete. 3rd and 15 with 20 seconds left.
It's incomplete.
Can we just run it?
For the receiver, number 6, Phillip.
Can we just run it? 3rd and 15. 34-8. Team Nancy and Shannon, player of the game. We'll go on and give this award out. I think it's a no decision. Easy choice.
David Hall.
3 touchdowns tonight. Back-to-back weeks for him. 6 touchdowns total in 2 weeks. David Hall, your Team Nancy and Shannon player of the game. 189 yards. And they almost got 300 tonight. Harris back to pass. Here comes Cameron Daly. Throws it up. Intercepted. Connor Faust.
Intercepted.
Nice.
That will seal the win right there. And the Skins are going to ruin the night for the Bulldogs. And they just got to go to the victory formation as the senior quarterback, Brody Pinion, goes out.
This is a Tulane game last night over Houston when they went into a victory. It wasn't a victory. They were going to take it, and they were going to kneel and go into the overtime.
Yeah.
And they faked it, went over to the sideline, got it down, and then they completed a pass for the win as time expired. So
I actually did not see that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Pinion will be in shotgun. Probably because was it last week or the week before?
Yeah.
I think it was Cleveland County. Goes to one knee. That will be it. 34-8. The Skins come back with a great win following last week's upset win over number 2 Hokes Bluff. Final score 34-8. Your Team Nancy and Shannon player of the game, it's going to be David Hall, 189 yards on the ground. Probably your defensive player of the game. Shout out to Bo tonight, Luke Hodge, Devaney with the biggest hit, Will Robertson, that 44-yard touchdown on the pick 6 that he had. 34-8, your final score. Final thoughts, Jeremy Hodge.
Hey, this is a good overall win. You know, they got the running game going tonight. Passing game either wasn't needed or just wasn't really available. But the running game was there. Offensive line played well. It was just a good overall win. Defensively held them to 8 points. I mean, you know, there was some tough spots there at times, but you can't. You know, 34-8. I mean, that's about as solid a win as you can get.
It was. Final score 34-8. Next week's the big one. Be there or be square. It'll be at Susan Moore. It'll be the game of the week. 3-0 for the Redskins in area play. They're 3-1 overall. You're listening to Oneonta Football here on the Redskin Radio Network.